make a cute terracotta pot vignette using these little mini terracotta pots that you can pick up from Hobby Lobby or Walmart or really any craft store. And when you get here, let me know that you're here watching live with me. And if you do catch the replay, just hashtag replay in the comments so that I'll know that you stopped by and watched this video. And I do appreciate you stopping by and watching this morning. Hello, Devonna. How are you, friend? Let me get myself shared over to Crafting with the Hot Mess Express group page. I hope y'all are having a good morning. Hello, Krisha. Welcome in. So y'all probably saw my post. I think I posted it last week, but it was such a cute vignette with terracotta pots, and that's one thing I love. I just think they're so pretty, just right by themselves without anything in them. Good morning, welcome in. Hello. I'm also streaming over on YouTube, and I tried to set my camera up where I could see comments a little bit better over there. So I hope it works better for me this morning. Hello, Sheila and Chris. Morning, Kim. How are you? Hello, Ray. Finally from the beginning. Well, good. I'm so glad. Thank y'all for sprinkling, Tammy and Ray. Welcome in. So how is everybody's week so far? I hope y'all are having a great week so far. A good Tuesday morning. Good morning, Beverly and Vicky. So I already have, we're using more pots than this, and I already have some of them painted. I worked on them some yesterday so we wouldn't have so many to paint today for our vignette. So we're going to go ahead and paint some more. We're going to use kind of a blend of colors. I've got Sawmill Gravy in the Dixie Belle. And these are all Dixie Belle chalk paints. And then we've also got Spanish Moss and Gravel Road. And we're just going to blend these colors on these pots. And y'all, this is funny, but these pots are stuck like this. And the last time I had pots stuck like this, I tried to pry them apart and a lot of them cracked. So I'm going to leave it alone, and we're just going to paint the outside and this bottom pot because they're going to be stacked up in the vignette anyway. So I don't want to break them. Thank y'all for sprinkling. Hello, Amanda and Catherine. Cindy, welcome in. The snow's finally melting, Devonna. Hello, Sherry. Good morning, Tammy. If I missed anybody coming in, welcome, and I'm so glad that you're here this morning. And thank y'all for sprinkling. Hello, Beth and Diane. Hello, Sandra. How are you? Yes, these are. I love these colors. And I thought about maybe pulling in another color, but once we get going, I'll decide. This may be good. And I was this close to doing a craft today without coffee grounds, but I decided last minute, dirt or something would be good to sponge on these pots, but I don't have the Dixie Belle dirt. What's something else I can use that's kind of like dirt? Coffee grounds. Soak them in water to get them apart. Thank you, Amy, for that tip, but I'm not going to mess them this morning because I don't want them to break. I don't have any more. Well, I have a couple this size, but I need, more than that to make my stack. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Sarah and Lois from Vermont. Welcome in. Hello, Christy. We are using Spanish Moss, and these are all Dixie Belle colors, Sawmill Gravy, and Gravel Road. So these are the colors that we're using if you're just getting here, and we're going to use some coffee grounds. Hello, Sandy. You have the Dixie Dirt. I've got to get me some. I'll think about it from time to time, but then I don't ever think about it like if I'm out getting my paint colors. Hello, Sheila. Yes, Sarah, our snow is gone. It lasted a good couple of days, but it's pretty much completely gone. Well, it is completely gone now. Hello, Stephanie. Okay. I also want to sponge these colors on, And I have this makeup wedge, and you can get these from the dollar store too. Yesterday, let me take this moss out. I went ahead and got me some because we're going to put some moss in some of our pots. Now, some of these, I think some of these pots came from Walmart. Here, let me heat that up. And then you can also get them from Hobby Lobby, and they're very inexpensive. Thank you, Sheila. Yes, the Dixie dirt is like a powder form. Hello, Stephanie and Sheila. Did I already tell y'all hello? I know I was picking up quite a few pots, and you can get them from little teeny like this to, you know, on up in size, the bigger sizes from, let me make sure these don't have tags, from Walmart or Hobby Lobby. But I was going to say yesterday when I was using the makeup wedge is square, how it's square. So I'm going to try to cut those corners off because it was leaving that square print on my pot, you know, with my paint. And I'm going to try to round those edges where it doesn't do that. And let's see if I like that better. And if not, I just have one of those sponge brushes that we'll use, because that was working pretty good for me yesterday when I was doing this. And I can't wait to show y'all my little crate that we're going to make the vignette in. And y'all will remember it, most of y'all, because I showed it in a thrift haul a couple of weeks ago. But it's so cute. Hello, Cheryl and Jeannie. Hello, Jen. Our snow in Oklahoma is gone. Our high was 78 degrees yesterday. Our high today is going to be 70. I'm so glad to see it. It hasn't been 70 in so long. Yeah, so this is, see how this is giving me this square. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but I'm not really liking that. So let me go back to my sponge brush that I was using. And I only have these bigger ones, so I'm going to see if I can just take this off of this handle. Y'all bear with me for just a second. Let me get this. I'll save your wooden handles like this that come off of your brushes, because you never know when you could use them. And I'm going to just cut this in half. Now we have a small. Okay, and I'm going to just dab. So this is the sawmill gravy color that we're using. Here, let me put it where y'all can see it, just in case new people come in and they can see what colors I'm using. So we're just going to dab. Hello, Pat. Hello, Lindsay and Norma. You need to get the circle. Yes. Yes, Michelle. Send me that link. That would be great. Because I just don't like how it gives those points with the paint. Because even this one's trying to do it some. Let me see if I can blend it. Let me look at my brushes just to make sure I don't have a circle one over there. I don't think I do, not in the sponge. I'm going to go ahead and open, get my other colors ready over here. Oh, that was the wrong lid. And you can offload too. And now we're going to go over that. See, you don't have to worry about doing it a certain way. And I like some of that orange to be showing, like see how it is up there. Thank you, Angie. Oh, you can't get your volume on? Hello, Marie. Time for coffee. Oh, thank you. Yep, gotta have that coffee for sure. I love this Spanish moss color that I'm using right now. I love it. It's just got, it's a grayish beigey color, but it has that hint of green in it. Like the muted green. Okay, I'm not going to put a lot of that darker color, the gravel road, but just hints here and there. I almost like it better just to slide my brush, and then I'll go back and dab some. I'm just covering up most of that white, and we are going to go back over with some wax, some antique wax. I had to put a dress in for 84-year-old uncle. He had a memory better than mine. Hey, Lynn. That's all right. That is okay. So glad y'all are here this morning. Aw, thank you, Lindsay. So what's everybody doing this morning so far? And how's everybody's weather? We are getting up to 70 today. It was so funny because the kids are so used to bundling up and wearing layers. It's been so cold here. And Allie was getting dressed for school, and she had her little leggings, and she was pulling her jeans on over her leggings. And I said, Allie, it's supposed to be warm today. You probably just need one pair of pants. And she was like, it's going to be warm? I'm like, yes. Finally. Now, this pot, I was painting the inside of some of them. That's going to show, but this one we're going to have moss, and you're not going to be able to see the inside. So I'm not going to worry. I'm going to just do that rim just like that. And I'm not going to worry about the rest of the pot. And this dries so fast, this chalk paint. Also, y'all, milk paint. Your milk paint is good to put on your terracotta pots like this. Let me get just a little bit of dark. Just a tiny bit. And I'm going to just go around the bottom. Oh yeah, that's not too dark. And I think it's also kind of blending in with that Spanish moss color. And we'll kind of go under the lip like that. And see how there's just hints of the orange showing here and there. Hello, Tish. Hello, Julie Ann and Susan. And Norma, I don't know if I told you hello. And I think I saw your comment flew by, but it looked like you said it was going to be 78 there. I think. Your weather's bipolar. That's how it is here. Yeah, we're going to get a few days of warmer weather, and then it looked like it was getting back cold. Okay, I think that's good. Let me hit that with the dryer and be sure it's good and dry, and then we'll put on some wax. Hello, Ruby. 70, yes. I love 70-degree weather. To me, that is ideal. Hello, Tina. Welcome. So glad that you are here. Hello, Mom. 78 here yesterday, down in the 50s. Oh, okay, Norma, I see now. I see your comment. 86 yesterday. Today is 60 and rain. What a difference. Hello, Michelle. I'm good. How are you doing? I know the weather, when it gets this time of year, like after January, it seems the weather just can't make up its mind. Well, in certain parts. Ah, thank you, Lindsay. Yes, welcome to Tina. 75 yesterday, 51, 73 tomorrow. Hello, Jackie. Supposed to be 60. Oh, yay. I know. It's like when you have a cold snap like that and then it gets warm again. It's just like a breath of fresh air. Okay, and we're going to go in with our dark antique bear wax. Going to be 52 in Illinois today. All right. Hello, Ellen. So it looks like a lot of the states are warming up. And we'll kind of spread it all over the pot first, and then we'll go back and blend. Kind of get it off my brush. And then you can also go over it with a dry paper towel and get off any excess. Hello, Mandy. Hello, Connie. Supposed to be 48. So y'all are still, that's pretty chilly, huh, Julianne? And that wax also brought out, like where we had our little orange peeking through from the terracotta color. It enhanced that where you could see that better. That's West Virginia, Julie. Oh, back down to 38 tomorrow, Amy. Okay, let me go over my little rim here. You can take your finger too if your brush isn't quite spreading it like you want. Just get your finger. You can use like your finger painting too. All right, so there's that one. Can y'all see the look we got on that? Yes, wish all the snow was gone, but it's not. Robin, I had a sweet friend named Michelle to send me this. Michelle's Crafty Crafts. It is bear wax in the dark antique finish, but I think that you can get, oh, thank you. Oh, wait, that's Dixie Belle paint. I thought Lindsay was telling. I think you can get this from Home Depot. And I want to say I heard somebody say you could get it from Amazon, but I'm not sure. If anybody knows for sure. Hello, Steph, Nothing Perfect. Yeah, and the Dixie Belle paint, y'all, also, you can get it online, but also Emily from Emily's Upcycled Home, she has an affiliate link that she has at the top of her page that you can click and shop online and for your Dixie Belle paint. Hello, Terry. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Where was that? They sell it online. Oh, only online. Okay. Yes. So online, Home Depot for the Bear Wax, and then the Dixie Belle Paint, they have their own website, or you can shop Emily's Upcycled Homes affiliate link on her page. Thank you, Julie. Hello, Cynthia. Welcome. Hello, Jennifer. Welcome in, ladies. You're welcome, Robin. Okay, so now let's do our little stack of pots, and I think this will be good for the pots. Now watch my look. They're going to come apart when I start painting. Oh. Okay, so first we'll start with our lighter color, which is sawmill gravy. And it's not going to look as white as it really is because now I have all those other colors in my sponge here. So that's really how light it is, if y'all can see. I don't think I didn't. I didn't turn my other light on. I knew it didn't look quite so bright in here. But it's okay. To the Nines Transforming Designs also sells Dixie Belle paint. She has a Facebook page. Okay, thank you, Sarah. So yes, y'all screenshot all this information where y'all can get your Dixie Belle paints. And if you're local to me, they have Dixie Belle paint at the Farmer's Wife and Company in Whiteville, North Carolina. So that's usually where I pick up my paints because there's a local retailer in my area. And you can also go on their website, I think, and put in your area, and it will tell you if you have if there's a local retailer near you. Just go on their website and put in your area. Hello, Jody. How are you? Thank y'all for sprinkling. Hello, Jonas Crafts. Hello, Patty. If I missed anybody, welcome in. Krisha, I told you hello, didn't I? Hello, Peggy Joe. It's up to 35 this morning. Supposed to get to 50. Well, that feels pretty good. Okay, yes, Kim. So it's discontinued in the store, but at least you can get it online. That's good. The wax. Yeah, because I remember when they ran that sale on it. Hello, Jody. Another Jody. When they ran that big sale on it, I was thinking, oh no, they, must be discontinuing this wax altogether. Well, y'all, I ended up not using my coffee grounds, or I haven't yet. Good morning, Brenda. Hello, Vanessa. I went thrifting at one of our local places. Oh, good. Yes, that's always good if you can pick it up locally where you're at. Okay, now let me grab my Spanish moss. Let's get some of that going on. I'll start mixing that in. Thank you for sprinkling, Cindy. How are you? Yes, I'm so glad. So glad you were able to catch me. No coffee. I know, Chris. I thought about them before I came on and thought, well, I may use some coffee grounds, you know, kind of like to resemble dirt. So I got them ready. See, I had them prepared. Y'all might need to check my temperature. Good morning, Karen. I bet you were excited, Vanessa. That's how I was when they started selling it close to me. It's like, yes. But then that can be a bad thing because you know you can just go there anytime. Hello, Linda. And I'm not seeing any comments on YouTube. They're not showing me any right now. Okay, and I am going to paint the inside of that top pot because we will see into this one. I'm going to get me a little bit of my gravel road. Just a little tad to go on the bottom. Hello, Giselle. Oh, okay. I hope your appointment goes well. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, now let me grab my brush and just paint the inside of this. There's like a little piece of a terracotta pot in there. There we go. Y'all are probably like, look at her mixing up all her paints, but I'm not. I'm not mixing the paints. It's just barely enough to get on my brush. And these paints are they're getting really low. It's, well, not the Spanish moss, but the other two. And they're getting thick. If they were brand new paints, I probably wouldn't do it that way. I'd pour some out in a plate. Oh, y'all were talking about the stink bugs. We get a lot of those, but they look like ladybugs. But then I heard that they're not really ladybugs. They just look like. But now I can't think of what they're called. Some of y'all might know what I'm talking about, but that's what we get a lot of. They'll get in the window sills. But to Allie, they're ladybugs. And I'm not telling her any different. Like, look at the ladybugs. Hey, Joanne. Okay, one thing I need to do. Let me get a small brush. Y'all, we're almost done with our pots. Y'all hang in there with me. Let me get me a small brush, and where the pots are stacked, let me add a little paint where that doesn't look just cut off like that. Asian beetle. Yes, Jackie, that's it. And for a long time, I thought that they were ladybugs until somebody told me, or I saw it on Facebook or something, where it was the Asian beetle. Hello, Mary. Thank you for sprinkling. How is Mary today? Can y'all see okay? Okay, now let's make sure those are dry, and then we'll go over it with our wax. And then I think that's all the pots. I think this ladybug or whatever they are bite. Oh, they do bite? Oh, goodness. Oh, no. Well, I better not let Allie hold them. Hello, Renee. Thank you so much. And I hope I pronounced your name right. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Lori. They are orange, though, not red. Okay, gotcha. We're getting the rundown on our bugs today. Yes, Chris. Hello, Beverly. Yes. Yes, Beverly. So ladybugs are red, and then the Asian beetles are orange. Like a more of an orangey color. And that's ours that we get in the windowsills. They're more orange. Hello, Dee. We don't get many stink bugs or ladybugs. I have plenty of scorpions. Oh my. Well, I'll keep my little Asian beetles. You keep your scorpions. Oh my goodness. Yes, Jackie, we are making a cute little vignette using these terracotta pots. I hope I have, you know, how it is. You'll get it in your mind how you want it, and you just hope it turns out that way. And if you're just coming on, this stack of terracotta pots are stuck together. But it's fine, because for the vignette, I needed a tall stack like this. But now I'm being easy because I don't want them to come apart at this point. Plenty of scorpions and spiders in Texas. Ooh, now we do have some spiders. Like the black widow. Ooh, they'll get under. Like, you have to be careful out in the yard. They'll get under pieces of wood and bricks and stuff like that. I lived in Arizona for a while, and I was always looking for those. I bet. Hello, Wacky Jackie's DIYs. Hello, Teresa. No creature feature for me. I know. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here's our stack. That's how that turned out. So that turned out good. Hello from Kentucky. Welcome in, Texas. Hello, everybody coming in on YouTube. YouTube will only show me comments for just a brief minute and then they disappear. So I don't know if there's a way I can change that in my settings. Okay, let me move this. Let me get us some room. For our vignette, we're going to use this image. I created this image yesterday. And look how cute. It's the birdie on the old door. And then the scripture says, "Fear not, for I am with you." And that's Isaiah 41:10. And I also made like a bolder variation with a little more color. But I think for today, I'm going to use the one that's muted. And I will share these for y'all to craft with. I'll share them later today. And I'm going to just put it, I've got this weathered looking cutting board / breadboard. I'm going to use this side. And I'm not going to paint it or anything. I'm just going to decoupage my image right on this. Thank y'all. Hello, Molly and Socks Christmas Tree Farm. Welcome. That's a cute name. Okay, let me see. What did I do with my Mod Podge brush? I think I stuck it back in my water. Let me see. I was using my fan brush, and yesterday I thought I put it back in my water, and it got stuck on another paintbrush, so it dried. But I think the bristles are getting soft again. I don't know. Let me just get a different one. I'll have to clean that one really good. Let me put a little bit more. Make sure you get your corners and edges good, because it will surely try to get those air bubbles under if you don't. Make sure I get it straight. Okay. Yeah, there was an image real similar to this that I would keep seeing on Facebook. I think it was like last year, where the bird was on like a chippy door and the old doorknob. And I weren't sure like whose original image it was or where I could find it. So I thought, well, I'll just make one similar. So me and Chat GPT made this yesterday. Hello, Em. Is Em in here? What do you need to create the hey, Melinda? You mean what do you need to get the image? I'll post it on my page later today, and all you have to do is save it to your device and then you can print it from your phone, or you can download it onto your computer and print it that way. And you can also, when you print it, you can go into your printer settings and resize it to the size that you need. So you can do, you know, a full page or a 5x7, 4x6. Okay, and I do just want a simple bow on this. Let me see, what did I do with my... Sorry, I know that was loud. That was my bag of Spanish moss down there. I'm looking for my cheesecloth, and there it is. Let's see. Let me see if I can get it without having to go under the table. Hold on. I got it. Let me just cut me a little piece of this. Hello, Kelly. I just use regular printer paper, but you can, I also love rice paper. That would probably be my recommended type of paper because it's just so easy to work with. But printer paper will that's what I mostly use when I print my images out. I just use regular printer paper. I'm just making a little bow with this cheesecloth. That's a little too long. Let me cut my tails because I don't want to cover up my little bird or my Bible verse. You're welcome. Diana from South Louisiana. Hello, Diana. Welcome in. Hello, Dana. Yes, I love rice paper. Okay, I think that's going to work. So see, that's just, I think I'll add a little bit of dark wax around the edge. And then we'll get out our cute crate for our vignette. Oh yeah, I love how that wax looks over that wood. Hello, Misty. And y'all don't forget, this week is our event. Our event is coming up on Thursday and Friday this week with Crafting with the Hot Mess Express. It'll be a two-day event, and we're going to have lots of new crafters to introduce to y'all. We're so excited. And for some, it'll be their first time going live. So it is just going to be an awesome event. I hope that you can join and watch. I'm not going to do anything to the back because sometimes I like to do reversible with my pieces like this. So I may do something different on the back. So I'm just going to leave it for right now. And I'm just lightly, very lightly with the wax that's left, go over this image And that's another thing, when I print on regular paper like this, I like to seal the top of mine with wax. And if I'm not using dark wax, I'll just go over it with clear wax, because that will seal your ink in your paper. I don't like going over it with Mod Podge because that tends to make it smear or make that ink, you know, look smeared. Okay, so we got that. All right, so here's our crate, y'all. Look how cute this is. So I thrifted this a couple of weeks ago, and I'm going to leave it just like it is. I'm not going to do anything to it. And if y'all can see close up, it's got like, almost looks like patina on it. And it's got these, see how the latches or whatever you want to call them are on those corners. So this is what we're going to put our pots and other things in. So I'm going to just put like a piece of greenery. Okay, and then our stack of pots, I'm going to put in this corner, like this. And then we'll have two little pots in the front. And we'll get it where you can see. Oh. Okay, where's our big pot? Oh, here it is. Let's go ahead and put the moss back in here that we had. And I have something that I want to sit on this. I have this birdhouse. You can get these birdhouses from Hobby Lobby. I don't know. Now, it was white. I don't know if, does anybody know if they have these little houses this year? Because I did get this last year. But it was white, and I painted it with that Spanish moss color. And I do want to go over this with wax. And I want to add the Waverly Antique Wax to the roof. Let's do that real quick. Walmart has spring floral picks available now too. Well, good. I'll have to check that out. Because Walmart has good floral picks. I especially love like their boxwood picks. Yeah, I just want to tone this black down a little bit on this roof, since we're using a lot of brown tones and green tones. Don't you love that, Cheryl? I do too. I had to have it when I saw it that day. I'm pretty sure I showed y'all that when I did my thrift haul. But I had so much stuff to show y'all. See how that looks different now that we added that brown wax on the roof? I don't, Sandy, but that would be so cute. I may just have to get one, and then I could wax it, you know, so it's not so bright in the colors. Or it would be cute like to make your own seed. I know last spring, I don't know if y'all remember, but we made some fabric seed packets. Those were so cute. Could use the muslin fabric and just cut out your, like a little rectangle, and then decoupage a label on. So I may have to do that. You've given me an idea. Yes, you like the brown. Hello, Tina from Missouri. Oh no, we're waiting for live signal. Am I froze? Uh-oh. Y'all let me know if y'all are here, because it's frozen on my end. me see how YouTube's doing. I think YouTube's doing okay. Good morning, Chris. I'm seeing comments come in, but it's saying I'm froze. I always see my zinnia seed packs. Oh, you save your zinnia seed packs. Paper bags are cute too for, oh yes, that's a good idea. I have some paper bags too. Oh no, it is froze, Chris. Chris just said. I'll give it just a minute. Everybody's saying frozen. Let me check my phone. Bear with me, YouTube. I'm getting my live fixed. And if you are watching the replay, you can fast forward it just a few minutes through the technical difficulties. Okay, I may cut it off and then come back because I don't know how long this is going to take. So if you are watching with me, come back in about 4 to 5 minutes and I should have everything squared away, and I'm so sorry.